Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're diving into something that is absolutely critical for anyone running applications in the cloud, resilience. We're going to look at how a brand new service from Azure, the StandardV2 NAT Gateway, is really built from the ground up to give you unbreakable connectivity. So let's get into it. So let's start with the one question that probably keeps cloud architects up at night. You've built this amazing application. Everything's running smoothly. And then, bam, an entire data center in your region has a problem. What happens to your users? More importantly, what happens to your business? And this quote it nails the heart of the problem, right? A single zone failure isn't just a tiny blip on the radar. It can create this huge ripple effect, bringing services to a grinding halt and directly hitting your bottom line. It is a serious, serious threat. Look, in today's world where everything has to be always on, building for zone resilience isn't just a best practice anymore. It's an absolute necessity. Your entire architecture has to be designed from the very beginning to withstand these kinds of failures. Now, a key piece of this puzzle has always been Azure's NAT Gateway. It's the service that handles all the outbound internet traffic from your private virtual networks, making sure everything is secure and can scale. But, as we all know, the demands for resiliency are always evolving. And that brings us to the main event, the public preview of the StandardV2 SKU of the NAT Gateway. And let's be clear, this isn't just a minor update, it's a complete evolution, specifically engineered to tackle that zone outage threat head-on. So what's the big promise here? Well, it's this. It's zone redundant by default. This isn't some add-on you have to configure or a special setting. By its very nature, it's designed to operate across multiple availability zones all at the same time, giving you this incredible inherent layer of protection for all your outbound connections. Okay, so how does it actually work? Let's get into the core benefits and really see how this service delivers on that huge promise of unbreakable uptime, even when things go really, really wrong. Now, check this out, because this is where it gets really cool. In a normal state, your traffic is flowing out through any of the available zones, but watch what happens when Zone 1 goes down. The gateway doesn't even skip a beat. New connections are just automatically and seamlessly routed through the healthy zones 2 and 3. You don't have to do anything. No manual intervention, no frantic late-night calls. Your application just keeps on working. This is what true business continuity looks like in action. Okay, so it's resilient, it's tough, which is fantastic, but let's be honest, modern applications are incredibly data hungry, right? So does adding all this redundancy create some kind of performance bottleneck? Well, let's find out. And the answer is a huge, resounding no. In fact, it's the complete opposite. The StandardV2 SKU doesn't just match the old performance, it doubles it. We're talking about a gateway that's built not just for resiliency, but for a whole new class of high-demand, latency-sensitive workloads. And if you want the numbers to back that up, here they are. 100 gigabits per second of throughput, and the ability to process 10 million packets every single second. I mean, those are just massive figures. This makes it perfect for everything from large-scale data analytics to high-frequency trading platforms. But the upgrades don't stop at just resilience and performance. The StandardV2 Gateway is also designed to future-proof your network, preparing you for the next evolution of the internet and giving you much, much deeper visibility into your traffic. And a key piece of this is dual-stack IPv6 support. For a lot of organizations, this is no longer just a nice-to-have feature. It's absolutely essential for meeting regulatory requirements and for building modern apps that can operate at true internet scale. You can attach a mix of both IPv4 and IPv6 public IPs, which gives you complete flexibility. And oh man, for all the operations teams out there, you are going to love this, flow logs. For the first time ever, you get this deep, IP-level visibility into your outbound traffic. This is an absolute game changer for troubleshooting. You can quickly see which VMs are making the most connections, and you can analyze all that data for security audits. It's fantastic. All right, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but how do I actually start using it? Let's cover the practical details you'll need to know to get this deployed in your own environment. Now, here's one really crucial point to remember. This new gateway requires a new type of public IP address, the StandardV2 SKU. You can't just attach your old standard SKU public IPs to it. They're designed to work together to deliver all that high throughput and resilience. So, since this is in public preview, you can deploy it using all of the standard infrastructure as code tools you'd expect, like Azure's own ARM templates and Bicep, plus PowerShell and the CLI. And hey, for those of you who prefer a graphical interface or use Terraform, don't worry, support for those is coming soon. So, let's just recap for a second. We've got zone redundancy by default, double the performance, IPv6 support, and deep visibility with flow logs. That is a massive, massive list of upgrades. And it all leads to one final, very important question. What's it going to cost? And this is the most incredible part. You get all of this next-generation capability, all the resilience, the performance, the future-proofing, at exactly the same price as the previous generation. Seriously, there is no premium for these critical features. Which brings us right back to where we started, doesn't it? The bar for application availability is higher than it has ever been. And now, with tools like the StandardV2 NAT Gateway out there, it's the perfect time to ask yourself, is your cloud architecture truly resilient enough to handle whatever comes next?